What is going on, everyone? Ryan here, welcome back to another video. It is currently 12 a.m. in the morning and I just came downstairs, turned on all the lights, woke up all my fish because we are setting up the 75-gallon tank that I got over Christmas break. It's also Monday morning now, which means in just a few hours I will have to go to school and go to class. But we're gonna spend 3 hours doing this and not go to bed because I cannot sleep. So let's get started and dive right into it. But first, an unboxing. Oh yeah, peel it, ow, ooh, okay, sorry. Peel it. Look at the mess on the other side. This is the stuff that YouTubers don't show you, but I promise we're gonna clean it all up. See our giant strand of stands. Yo, I cannot speak right now. Yo, look at my beautiful rose. This is a miniature rose and it's growing so happily right now. All right, now that I have like the light of 1,000 suns right here, let me show you what we're working with. So equipment wise, starting off with the Penplax Cascade. This is the 1500 model. I got this for $30 used. You could see it's definitely used, and then I've just like never used it. It just sat here for like 5 years, like just chilling, gathering dust. So we're going to have some fun with this. I've never used the canister filter before. Usually I use like hang-on backs like this one right here. Ooh, look at this touch of glass. Oh yeah, I was like cleaning that earlier, but we don't have to go into that. And then also we have a CO2 canister. Look at this bad boy. This is a nice 10-pound all-American aluminum. Yeah, America. Anyways. And then, talking about the LED lights over here. These are LED floodlights. I saw this on YouTube where people were just like using that instead of LED lighting. And while I like how bright this thing is, look at this thing. Like you can barely see in this video. But the thing is, it has like no color to it. So compared it to my Hygger light here, this is a 24/7. Oh wow, I just found this. I'm gonna go put that back where it belongs. But compared to this one, like this one looks beautiful, but this one's just like pure white. So we'll see what I plan on doing with it. I might actually change that and move this down here for the 75 and then move the 2 shop lights up there. So I'm probably gonna only turn on this like for like an hour each day because I'm really afraid of tripping a breaker or something. It feels like daylight in here and it's because of the LED floodlights. And if I do that, my dad's gonna kill me. We've got some exciting things coming up for this channel, so stay subscribed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, this pair of scissors, like it's brand new, but it doesn't cut anything. These are like absolutely the worst pair of scissors I've ever used. These scissors do not cut it. They do not belong in the fish room. So Santa, if you are real and you do deliver presents under the Christmas tree, like if you do come here, please take these with you, or Santa's elves or whoever just does the labor these days. I would not mind it if this pair of scissors disappeared from my fish room. Just letting you know. Psych, guys, we do our own dirty work around here. Please work. Oh no! I cut into the bag. Okay, so this is all of my substrate right here. I've got UNS Contra Soil. These are all the black colors, and this is fine black. This is normal black. This is Fluval Stratum, and I think I've got another fine black UNS Contra Soil. And then I've also got some gravel, little like river pebbles that I'm gonna reuse, and this is just more gravel in a pantyhose. So if you've seen videos on this channel before, you know we don't use ADA Amazonia. No, we cannot afford that. So in order to get enough height from our substrate, we're gonna just pack river pebbles into these nice little mesh bags. Look at that. Look how nice this is. It's about 1 a.m. now. I actually take a really long time filming, which is why a lot of these videos take a very long time to produce. But you know, I'm just vibing. I also made myself a cup of coffee, so we're gonna pull an all-nighter on this one, I think. But yeah, these nice mesh bags have these zippers on them, so you can just zip them up and dump them out and open them up whenever. I feel like I'm presenting like my life's work and dedication to you. So if you would so kind as to enjoy it and subscribe, and then we can have more like 1 a.m. talks if you want to. Whenever I set up a tank, I also like to think about what's going to happen when I ruin everything and break it down. So having these nice mesh bags is going to help a lot in the actual breakdown of any tank. And I really recommend these. These are really, really easy to use. And the roots of plants will go right through them. All right, y'all, that's our base layer fertilizing substrate for the day, you know. And now we're gonna add our root tabs, which is just this Osmocote right here. This is the pink version. There's a green version and a pink version. This is the one I like to use. And to use this, you just gotta sprinkle it all over and then cover it with a bunch of aqua soil or dirt and sand if you're using the low-tech Wallstead method. Aqua soil kind of slows that down and it won't, you know, release too much at the same time. Your plants are gonna love this, but if there's too much in the water column, your fish will not. So never ever just like sprinkle this on top of the aquarium that you've already set up so you don't have too much nitrates in your tank. All right. Oh yeah, we're just gonna give it a good seasoning, get that rub in. I feel like I'm cooking, you know? So we're just gonna add a bunch in here. Get that all over the place. All right, these little pellets kind of just bounce into their own little space and they're all spread out now. Look at that, beautiful. So one of the things I actually forgot is to put this on the background. This is a window film. It's like a nice little thing that'll just cover the back here, so it's not going to just like, you're not gonna see all of those ugly cords. Now this is a static stick, so it doesn't actually have any adhesive on the back. So we just gotta spray some water on here and stick it on. Also, I forgot to tell you, the dimensions of this basically perfectly fit. Look at that, it's fitting on that black bar as well as on the bottom here. So really make sure you got your dimensions straight because this cuts out a lot of work. So I've gone ahead and measured out the length that we need. It's not all the way measured out completely exactly, so we'll do some cutting after we put this on. But before you actually put this on, make sure you use some good old Windex and some newspaper. I don't recommend using paper towels because the paper towels will actually leave a bunch of that like little fuzzy fibers on it. So newspapers is the way to go. Take your dad's newspaper, take your mom's newspaper. They never read it, and I can't read Chinese either. So doesn't really mean anything for me other than being used to wipe this stuff. I also went ahead and made some little pieces of tape just to hold this while I go around putting it up, because this is a one-man operation and I don't have the money to hire extra help at 1:30 in the morning. All right, now that I've got everything taped up, it is time to undo this protective plastic covering. This one will stick based on a little bit of water, so I'm gonna spray the back of the tank and it's gonna use static electricity to cling on. So physics, you know? You see, all of this would have been avoided if I had just kind of not put everything in until I had already done this before, but I forgot. So it's also 1 a.m., so I just need some slack right now. Whew. Who knew this Petco card would come in handy? These are very sharp objects that I don't really know if I should be trusted with. But first, we're gonna make that incision on this top. And just, ooh, this is a very ugly looking incision here. And that is one bag done. We've got 3 more to go. I'm going from the biggest granules down to the smallest so that as the roots go deeper, they're easy to kind of just like dig around in there, and the big granules will give them plenty of space to sort of explore. But first, I'm going to add another layer of the Osmocote. And I definitely like to smooth this stuff out a little bit, just so that we cover some of that aqua soil. I mean, some of that Osmocote. Most of this is going to be in the front. Ooh, I almost spilled it. Extra fine is going to be up front. That's where the majority is, so I'm just going to dump it up front and then move it to the back as needed. Look at that. Alright everyone, Future Ryan coming in to try and explain what my 3 a.m. brain was thinking in terms of Hardscape. So I know for the longest time that I wanted to build something that would pay tribute and be inspired by my childhood favorite show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I loved it so much I named Avatar Aquatics after this show, so it has to be something that I was incredibly proud of. I wanted to incorporate all 4 elements, or the ideas behind the all 4 elements, inside this tank. And so starting off with Earth, I needed a rock that could showcase the sort of resilience, the absolute sprawling, strong foundation of the Earth element and the Earth Kingdom itself. And I could think of no other rock more suited for this task than Dragonstone itself. And so Dragonstone to me has this incredibly rich, fantastical, incredibly eye-catching look to it. If Dragonstone walked into a bar, you hold your girlfriend a little bit closer. So I tried to make sure that I sprawled it all throughout this tank. I wanted it to have that reach, to have that really, really strong foundation for us to build the other parts of the tank over. So Earth has to be that really, really strong base. And so this is what I came up with. I came up with 2 twin peaks. Starting off on the left side, we have a very tall mountain pushed up, and then on the right side, a smaller mountain, and then I've just added some stones in between to try and connect both sides of the scape. Now this is waterlogged driftwood. What do you guys think? Does it look good? Got some more over here. I kind of like this. Just chilling here. Oh yeah, that looks great. Now these little pieces of spiderwood, I think they look really good. Got quite a lot more wood where that came from. Okay, that's all the wood I'm gonna use. And that was the fun part. I've been keeping a lot of these plants in these couple of planted tanks, just so that I would have enough plants to plant in here. So now is the time to trim them out and take them out. Y'all, look at the absolute giant hunk of plants that I have prepared. So this is gonna be super duper exciting. Look at all of these nice red plants This is gonna be one of my favorites. I know for sure. Look at all that. We've got tons of sword plants and some cryptocoryons, even more Amazon swords. It's gonna be great. All right, it is about 2:30 in the morning. I am super tired, my eyes are bloodshot, and I've just finished prepping all the plants. So we're gonna get into the planting right now. All right, now that the wood is in there, you can barely see like the color difference, but I promise when the water is filled up, it's gonna look much better. We're going to go ahead and put the epiphytes in there. I've got an atomic buttload of Anubias and a singular Java fern. So we're gonna go ahead, use this Gorilla Glue, and then we're gonna glue it all in. It's gonna be so fun. Now, Anubias have these little roots that I actually don't need. So what I have to do is I'm gonna trim them off, and then really we're just sticking the rhizome itself onto those pieces of wood and driftwood. It's also a good idea to split them up into smaller pieces so that they grow a little bit faster. You're gonna get a lot more Anubias for your money. I just put you under this light because I feel like it shows off the color just a little bit better. This is an Anubias Nana. This is not the Nana Petite. This is a regular Anubias, but look how nice this is. It's been basically without light, without fertilizer, without nutrients in my tanks for the last few years, and it still looks green as ever. Look at that. It seems like every time I go ahead and squeeze out a little bit of super glue, there's like more bits and pieces of glue that keeps gushing out. So I'm gonna have to work really quickly to get all these bits and pieces of Anubias in there. I'm gonna focus on the connections where, you know, most of this, oops, oh, there goes my Anubias. And there goes my super glue. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that glue. Next time, if I can buy it, I'm definitely using another type of super glue, another brand. I basically am completely out of super glue. So, what did we learn? Is to get way more super glue than you think you might need. All right, y'all, it's 4 a.m. The epiphytes are done, so it is time for some actual planting. And let's, is it even dive into it anymore? I'm kind of trudging along, to be honest, but I gotta finish this because we've already started. My hand's all gross from the super glue. Look at that, gross, look at all that, ugh. I've got all these swords that I gotta plant, so we're gonna start with that. Having that little bit of water here helps a lot in making sure whatever you're planting is easy to plant. So I know for sure that this is a Amazon sword, and it's gotta go in the back. Don't worry about breaking any roots. It'll grow back. Watermelon sword. These are heavy feeders, you know? But this red flame sword's going on the other side. Right through here. And back. All right, you guys see this? It's all planted in the back. Lots of swords. And I'm thinking the other stuff should be a little easier to plant than those swords over there. Crypt Wenti green. Going in. This is Crypt Valenciae. Also going in. Another Wenti green. Kind of just chilling in the back next to the Amazon sword. And Wenti red or bronze. They're basically the same plant. On the left side in the back, we're gonna have a Valenciae just chilling. And then in the front, right here, it's gonna be another WinTi green. I really like the WinTi green. Works really well. We've got some more WinTi bronze or red, depending on how you like it. That's gonna go on this side, and you guys will kind of see what's going on. All right, there's still a lot of plants. I'm gonna put the red on the left, and then the greens will go on the other side. And I'm gonna check back in when I'm about a little bit more into this. Alright, most of the stem plants are already planted. I've got basically everything in the tank except for my foreground plants. There's only like a sorry amount of foreground plants. So I've got some rotalas, very small rotalas. I've got just a smidget of dwarf hairgrass and then some Monte Carlo. That's all I have right now, so that's all I can plant in the foreground. Obviously, as this kind of fills out, we're gonna add more plants, but for now, that's all I have, so it's gonna be almost done. And we are finished, ladies and gentlemen. This is the plantito. Got a little, place is a mess. Look, this is what Aquascape does to your floor, so I'm gonna have to wipe that once the water goes in. But now, it's time for the fun part, water. These plants are gonna look a lot better once they've been in here for a week or 2 weeks, because as soon as you plant a plant, it kind of like curves around or it doesn't like look straight. But once it starts growing straight, it's gonna look a lot better, you know, for sure. And there it is, folks, the aquarium. Whew. It looks good. I'm trying to read the instructions for this canister filter because I've never used it before. This would be a very bad time to realize that it does not work. Okay, I'm missing a couple things. Coarse filter sponge, all that stuff. I think I did that earlier. Spin hose, attach hose, blah blah blah. I think that we are ready to give it a go. What do you guys think? Yeah? So, this guy feels like CPR. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, CPR. Live, god damn it. I actually don't know what don't really know what I'm doing. I thought I did everything that was asking me to do. And it's pushing up water and air. Look, it keeps pushing up more air. So I guess it's good. There's air coming through. Bro, I want to go to sleep. What's going on? Yeah, that's it. Cough it out. That's it. There you go. There you go. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it? It's kind of hard, but look at it. It's going. It's going. Oop, this thing fell off. We're gonna have to fix that. Let's go to the front. I think this part's okay. All right, y'all, I think it's high time that we get ready for school. Stay tuned because in the same video, in just a few seconds, I am going to show you the B-roll of what this tank looks like in a few weeks after everything has had time to grow in. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this vlog. I literally stayed up all night to make this video. So, have a good one, everyone. Happy 2024, and I will see you in the next video.
There was algae everywhere.